All right, welcome to the first Blues Day Tuesday, where every Tuesday I'm going to bring you a new blues guitar lesson. This one is kind of a beginner's blues lesson, but it has a lot of riffs in it that I haven't covered in any of the other blues lessons recently. So even if you have been watching those and you don't consider yourself a beginner, there's plenty in here for you to check out. So the first thing I'm going to look at is sometimes you don't want to always just play these chords. You might want to do some type of a riff. So we're going to talk about a couple different riffs. So that's our first riff. We're going to start in A in this case. We've got the A, and that's like a swung kind of a beat. It's like a 1, 2, 3. So it's like triplets with the middle one missing. That's kind of what a shuffle feel and a swing beat is. So we have, we're going to the octave of that A. That's the 7th fret of the D string, whatever finger you want. So we're 7 to 5 on that D string. Then we got the 7 on the A string. So 3, 4. We'll do this 4 times. Now we're going down to the D, the 4 chord, and then we're back up. Now we're going to the 5 chord. It's going to be this E here on the 5th string. 3, 4. Down to the D, 5th. Back to the A. We'll do the A again. And that will finish off our 12-bar blues. So let's go ahead and do that again. We'll run like 2 cycles this time. And I'm going to add something to it as we go. So you guys could be soloing in your A minor pentatonic or your A major pentatonic. You could be playing that over this, or you can be playing this riff with me, either one you want. So here we go, 2, 3, 4. Down to the D. Back up to the A. And then the E. D. And again on the A. And then we're starting again. So this time I'm adding this. Okay, so that's just adding in the 5, 6, and 7 and the string in between those 2 octaves we started with. 5, 6, 7 on the A string. So let's try it again. 2, 3, 4. You could either pick them or you could kind of hammer that first one. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is like a walking bass line type of a riff. So here's where we'd have like a... Okay, so we're going to start on the A. We're going to go to the 3 of that. If you think of the major scale, we're going to be using the notes of the 1, not the 2, but we're going to use the 3, not the 4, but we'll use the 5. And we'll also use the 6 and the flat 7. So 1, 3, 5. That's your major triad. 1, 3, 5, 6, flat 7, 6, 5, 3. That's our riff. 2, 3, and. We'll keep doing that one. Let's take it down a string to the D. to A. Now we'll go up to the E, D, A. Let's end on an E. And then back to the A. Okay, now we could do things like double hit that. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times. Let's go to D. Back to A. E. Straight back to A. One more time. Okay, so you could be soloing over that, or you could be playing that stuff with me. So let's take it a lot slower for the people who can't do it that fast. 3, 4. Back to A. All right, you could also do it where it's kind of that swing feel within the notes and kind of staccato too, like bum, ba-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Let's try that. 3, 4. Now let's just do a jam in that A. I'll do the regular type of chords that I normally do. We have this 7 chord, if you haven't seen this yet. 5, 7, 5, 6, 5, 5. We go down to this D7, 5 on the 5th string, 5, 4, 5, 3. And we take it up for the E chord, 7, 6, 7, 5. Now you could also do these dominant 7, 9 chords. We got to get that finger to get the bottom 3 there. It's 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. Same shape up here. So let's jam a little bit in A, and then we're going to do a couple endings. We're going to do some walk-ups and some endings. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. So when we're talking about doing the blues soloing, also remember you have your... Those are kind of your easiest bends to start working with. You got this 7th fret of the G string. You also have this 8th fret of the 2nd string. Same thing on the bottom string. Plus we have this way to come up into this higher position, which is extremely common. You have that higher bend note. So let's jam one more time in A. 2, 3, and. All right, now let's look at some endings. So we're going to be in this E7 chord over here, open 2, open 1, open, open. And we're going to have some blues endings here. So the first one we're going to have is this walking up ending. Okay, so this could be like a beginning of a tune, because we're going to end with this one, which keeps us back into the E, whereas a real ending we would kind of go and finish on the key that we're in. So let's call this like the beginning of a tune. And then you'd be in your E blues. So that was big one. 404, open on the A, back to the 4. 101, 2, and then we had the C9 to B9. That would get us into an E blues. Now if we wanted to end an E blues, same riff, but we'll go F7 to E7 to finish that one. Okay, now here's another one for E. We'd have. So that was 3 to the open on the small one, 3 on the second, 2, open 2, 1, open 1, and then open on the second string, 0, 1, 2 on the A string there to a B7 chord, which is 2, 1, 2, open 2. We're going to use that quite a few times right here. So once again we had. And see how it's nice when you let them ring together, so get that finger real tall, so you hear that tension. Okay, now the next one we're going to do is going to be the chord to start, and then we have 4 on the G string, the 3rd string, and 4 on the little E string. You can kind of hammer in that first fret, which is part of that E7 chord. So same ending there with that B7. Another one we could do would be so that was I used my fingers on that so I could pinch these real tight, make them staccato, and of course they're at the same time. And here I was able to pick that small one and pick that one, so they're kind of distinctly separate without having to do like a whole chord thing in the middle. So okay, now here's a new one. So that one I went big bass note, little E, and then I started getting on these 5s on the 5th string and 2nd string to the 4. So the 5 stays where it's at, but the bass goes down. 3, 5, 3, 2 and 5 at the same time. So and then we could also do the one where we do that at the same time. So one more time on that one. Now the last one I'm going to give you is really cool, and we're going to go to the A7 chord here. Open 2, open 2, open. This is going to have contrary motion. So first we hit the chord, and we're going to have a 5 on the 4th string, the D string, and a 2 on the 2nd string. We're going to go. So as I take the 5 down to 4, I'm taking the 2 up to 3. So we're going in a different direction. So we got, and then 3 and 4, and 2 and 5. And that would end with a, to get to the 5 of the A chord. So once again, that was A7. Okay, so that's 5 2 5, 4 3 4, 3 4 3, and then the 2 and the 5 at the same time. And I was going 5 6 7 to that E7 chord, 7 6 7 5. Okay, so that was your Blues Day Tuesday number 1. We had some walking bass, we had some simplified blues riffs, we had a little bit added to that as well. We had some little walk-ups, we had a lot of descending stuff, and we jammed a few times in A. Hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching Damon with Guitar Lessons. I'll have a little tab to go along with this. We'll see you soon.